The results are in and the polls are closed following the primaries in Kentucky today. Looking at the Senate nominees, Andy Barr wins the GOP nomination for Mitch McConnell's seat in the U.S. Senate. Barr defeated former Attorney General Daniel Cameron by a wide margin, who was someone widely regarded as a protege of Mitch McConnell. Over on the Democratic side, Charles Booker wins the Democratic nomination, with Amy McGrath coming in second place. Over to Kentucky's House District 4, Ed Gallurine wins the GOP nomination in that district. Gallurine is a farmer in former Navy SEAL, scoring a win over Thomas Massey, who has been a vocal critic of President Trump in the Republican Party. And on the Democratic side, Melissa Strange wins the nomination over Jesse Brewer. Strange is a supply chain director for a global nutrition and agribusiness company, which she's been doing for almost 27 years. She will match up against Ed Gallurine for that district seat. And we have team coverage for you tonight, and we have more information on those results from the Commonwealth's marquee race this year. Incumbent Representative Thomas Massey went up against Ed Gallurine, and 13 News reporter Lane Ball joins us now live. Lane, a lot of eyes were on the results of that race tonight.
That's right, Jackson. It was a tough congressional race this year. Thomas Massey was trying to defend his seat, but a lot of GOP leaders, they made it very clear that they wanted Massey out of Congress, endorsing his competitor, Ed Gallurine. Now, Massey was looking to receive the GOP nomination for an 8th full term, but the majority of the ballots went to Trump-endorsed challenger Ed Gallurine. Massey was previously supported by the president. However, after he voted against omnibus funding and the Big Beautiful Bill Act, along with demanding the release of the Jeffrey Epstein files, the presidential and other GOP leader endorsements, they went to Gallurine, who is a farmer and a former Navy SEAL. As you mentioned there just a minute ago, Gallurine expressed his gratitude for Kentuckians during his acceptance speech tonight, and in Massey's concession speech, he expressed his concerns with how his opponent's campaign was run, but he did make the call to concede.
SEAL team and the Joint Special Operations team that I served on all over the world. Thank them, for they made me the better person that I am. And the more I was promoted, the more awards I got, the more humble I came. Now my focus is on advancing the president's and the party's agenda to put America first and Kentucky always.
What happened tonight was God's will. And we have to figure out what was the purpose of having the biggest fight ever. Biggest fight ever. Why did it converge on one of 435 congressional seats right here in Kentucky?
Gallurine received quite a bit of support from other GOP leaders alongside President Trump. He will now be going up against Democratic nominee Melissa Strange. Now that race, it will move on to the general election, which will be in November. And we have more results on our website. Just visit WOWKTV.com. But for 13 News, I'm Lane Ball in Greenup County.
All right, Lane, thank you. We head now to Boyd County, where we find 13 News reporter Delaney Wells with more on voter turnout. Delaney, what were voters saying today?
Well, I have been in Catlettsburg all day, and the polling place was very, very busy with voters just excited to cast their ballot. And we spoke with voters earlier who say that local elections are important because they want to see a familiar face on the ballot and out in their community. They add that regardless of who they're supporting, they want to come out and exercise their right to vote to make their voices heard.
Being a local, you know, it's important that you know your people. You just want to be able to make sure that you put the right people in the right places.
Kentucky's 5th congressional district, where incumbent Hal Rogers won the nomination, and he's been representing the district since 1981. He faced 4 Republican challengers today, and 1 Democrat, Ned Pillersdorf, was unopposed in today's primary and will be who Rogers will face in November. We were also following the Boyd County Sheriff's race, where Sheriff Jamie Reese won re-election against his opponent, John Daniels. Live in Boyd County, Delaney Wells, 13 News.